Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. Yeah. Let's wake it up. It is Sunday night, and you know what that means. It's time to talk some wrestling. Once again, guys, this is your favorite spontaneous wrestling podcast that we come up with every single week. We're giving you everything that comes from SmackDown, everything from Raw, everything from AEW, and we are talking about it all. I am here with my brothers, my guys. Let me just tell y'all something. Outside of my brother John, there's probably nobody else, and Bird, there's probably nobody else I will want to talk wrestling with than these three gentlemen that I have here with me right now. These are my brothers. Once again, guys, we gotta always mention them first because he is the stalwart, he is the workhorse. He comes through every episode. He is the brainchild of this operation. His name is Coachman. What's up, Coach?
Gentlemen, always a pleasure to do this on a Sunday night.
I
Yes, sir.
love
Yes,
you,
sir.
Coach.
I was not ready for that, but good job. Good job.
I love you too, my Booker of the Year.
and then over here to my on my camera, on my screen, he looks like he's to my left. Anyways, over here I have my main man, my poop Snapchat buddy. He is the freakiest of the freaks. He is Freaky Fritos. What's up, Fritos?
Nothing much. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my singles and tag team competitors. Just to let you know, happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans who've sacrificed everything for this country. We love and respect everything you've done.
Or no? Can I do the John Cena version?
No.
Yep.
Regular salute.
And of course, guys, the ladies' man himself, the chick magnet, the one that all the women love. He has all the sugars, all the honeys. His name is Big Daddy. See? What's up, C?
What's up, man?
Yeah. Guys, in case you couldn't tell, I'm super pumped. I got a good nap in before the pod, so I'm up. I'm ready. I'm excited to talk some wrestling with you guys.
Yeah, I nap too.
Oh, what time did you guys take your nap? Was
I
it
need to know.
noon slot?
No, sir. I took mine like about an hour and a half beforehand. So
I
See,
think you
same,
guys
man.
were sleeping
Same.
at between noon and 2 o'clock with those bears.
I didn't. Luckily, I didn't start drinking before then. I was going to wait until the pod. So yeah, we got some catching up to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said it. You said the B word, and we told you. We told you.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Yep.
It's already started. Oh, take them all.
I will say he gets some credit points for having the Blackhawks jersey on. So at least he's a Blackhawks supporter, unlike somebody on this podcast.
He's worse than a Yankees and a Lakers fan. He's a Blackhawks, Packers, and Cardinal fan.
Yeah, where they do that at? That's
no,
ridiculous.
Devin is the same way. Devin is Bulls, Packers. Bulls, Blackhawks, Packers, and Cardinals. It's weird.
That's so weird.
It's so weird, man.
It's like Johnny Cochran. That don't make no sense.
now I'm sure if the NBA did have a St. Louis team, which I can see happening down the line, he'd probably support them.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't follow the NBA. I'm just over it.
Really?
I just don't like the new style of play. I prefer like 90s, 2000s, that aggressive, the big man being low.
That's been gone for a minute.
I
know.
Fritos is one of those type of people that believe that Steph Curry ruined the league because him and James Harden took too many 3-pointers.
You're a center. Stop going for threes. Get your ass down there. You go for rebounds. God damn it.
None of those two are centers.
Exactly. I didn't say
Yeah.
James Harden, Steph. I just say like in general.
Both of them are guards, dude.
I didn't say James or Steph. I'm just saying like now I'm tired of seeing big men out in the fucking post just shooting fucking threes. No, I want you down there. You get all the goddamn rebounds. You fucking shack it and you get it and you slam it down. Break a goddamn rim. But whatever. We got wrestling to talk about, ladies and gentlemen.
What are you
digress.
drinking, C?
This is some good old Bush.
What's the yellow ring around the thing? Was it like Bush Lemon or something like that? Or
No, it just says beer. So
It's
I
golden.
thought it was something special. Oh no.
No. Just a nice little cheap 6-pack from Hy-Vee, and then I also got my Southern Comfort and Coca-Cola next to me as well.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Y'all pray for my man C, but he
Bro,
going through it, man.
and this is my work week, my in office week, so I gotta prepare mentally, man. So Sunday is just like my preparation to have to go back into the office for the week.
So wait, so me and Fritos are state workers, so we have tomorrow off. Coachman,
Bullshit.
C.
But yeah, that's another reason I'm leaving Blue Cross, man. Cause like, man, bro, like we don't get all the appropriate holidays we supposed to get off. We gotta work Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, bro. I'm like, but we get Black Friday off. Like, what sense does that make?
We
So
do
I'm
too,
like,
state workers.
Yeah. Fritos, do you have to work Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve?
Yeah. It's not
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
wait, what? Y'all don't get
Yeah.
no. Damn, I've been spoiled too much from UIS, man. Because when I was working there, we had all the gift days and all that stuff. They gave us Christmas Eve, Christmas, the few days after. I'm like, man, it was lovely with UIS, man. But I know the state that they don't give y'all that many days around the holiday. So
Yeah. All right. So speaking of days off, guys, I want to talk to you guys about something. I've been having this growing feeling, just I've been watching what AEW is doing. And I'm starting to like it, guys. They are starting to pull me on this train with what they're doing. The talent that they're signing, the way that they're going about booking is starting to make a little bit more sense in some areas. Some areas it still makes absolutely no sense and there's no like connectivity at all. But there are some parts that are starting to make sense to me and it's starting to kind of get me excited. Guys, let me tell you something. There is no better feeling in wrestling than when there's competition. Now, I am a WWF guy through and through. Literally, this weekend, while I was at that wedding, I started doodling what I want my second tattoo will be. My first tattoo will be of my Aunt Carol on my arm. But my next one, I want every single WWF logo, version of the logo, going down my arm or around my arm, one way or another. So we'll have the block letters, the WWF block letters, the WWF scratch letters, the WWE scratch letters, and then the WWE, the current signal for WWE. And like I said, I mean, that's because that's how much I love them. That's how much WWE is meant to me in my life. And like I said, and obviously I love it so much because I'm here talking about it constantly. But with that being said, AEW is really building something that's strong and that is like, I think is going to be more sustainable. What do you guys think about AEW's current signings? And what are you guys thinking about what they're building over there, especially if they get Shane McMahon in the fold?
Well, one thing I think with AEW, what they're doing right is, so they got beat in the rankings this week by NXT with NXT's ECW tribute, but what they have been doing is getting more of a presence on social media, and I think that's what's really helping them grow more. Because let's just say the honeymoon phase of AEW is over, where it first started, everyone was excited, everyone was bought in, and now it's kind of been going downhill. So getting the social media presence, which is pretty much what the world is today, getting that up for them is probably going to be more beneficial than TV ratings, because you're getting more eyes on your product than just what's happening on TV. And you're seeing that with them getting more social media stars to either guest appear or even just be there. And that's kind of what I've been noticing the past couple of weeks with AEW. I just think it's going to be more beneficial for them, and they don't need to keep worrying about the ratings.
Coach, that statement, I give it a big boom. Since that match is coming up shortly. Sorry, I had to do that. I apologize. Hopefully that
God
doesn't get
damn it.
right or anything like that. Oh, and Verge is gone. But
He had to leave on that. He was embarrassed.
I'm sorry, couldn't help it.
Wait, do they have a pay-per-view going on right now?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay.
No,
You said they have a match coming up.
I think it's next. If they have something next Saturday, I think, on Collision.
Mm. But yeah, I'm gonna say they're reaching out to a bunch of social media stars. They've got Big Justice, AJ, and who knows with the Rizzler. That's a big thing going now on TikTok. We recently got interactions with the Peter Griffin lookalike, and apparently AEW reached out to I can't think of his last name, Big Mark. You know, the guy that's on TikTok that sings all the WWE intros. He had a little shine about this past week, I believe, or 2
Are you
weeks.
talking about the big black guy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's hilarious.
So the fact that they're starting to reach out and doing this is great. I mean, they're trying to get more eyes back on the product, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I believe my main concern is they always do references back to WWE and take shots. I think with Shane there, they're going to learn back from the WCW days where they learn don't take shots. Just they need to focus on what they have in front of them. Just show what they have and go based off of that. Some of the booking's still a little bit questionable, but I do think eventually with Shane being involved, it's going to help the booking. You've got guys in like the Business Syndicate, for example. I mean, they're kind of still alluding to WWE, but those guys could be your key cornerstones for it now, and you could just build off of that and just do something completely different.
Yeah, I agree. Like with the taking shots though. I know TNA used to do it back in their glory days, but they didn't do it as often. They did it here and there, but it'd be subtle shots. They wouldn't even mention WWE. They'll just hint at somebody's name or hint at another company or something that one of their current talents came from. Like, so say if it's somebody having a promo with Christian or Booker T, they'll kind of take a shot at WWE that way. But yeah, it's not as frequent as AEW would do, and they would just make it as blatant as possible. And so kind of it was cool. It's a nice cheap pop, definitely. But I think they definitely have to, at this point now, they definitely just need to focus on building their own brand pretty much, or not just building it, but continuing to further establish it, because a lot of guys that were there when they first kicked it off aren't there anymore. So now you just need to keep that momentum, try to reestablish that momentum and keep fans interested, because I mean there was a period of time in which they were on point. Everybody was flocking to AEW, the fans, even during the pandemic, because they did arguably the best job out of out of all of the wrestling promotions in terms of adapting to the pandemic and the restrictions. So I think now that fans are back, they kind of lost that edge a little bit. And so they just need to get that back. And Tony Khan needs to rely on the right people to help steer them back in the right direction. So I definitely think that Shane McMahon coming into the fold will be highly beneficial to them. So you got two billionaires working together. One's a seasoned veteran in the wrestling industry, and then the other, his family got money. So, and and they own a lot of wrestling property or in industry businesses. So it'll definitely be interesting to see.
Yeah, man, absolutely. All these points that you guys brought up are really good points. I really like see what you were talking about when you were saying like how when AEW first started, they just had all this momentum. I mean that all in show, or was it all in or all out? It was all in, right?
Yeah, it was all in. Yeah,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
In Chicago,
yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
that first All In show, like I said, I mean, it was just so much hype behind them. And then I remember, John Moxley leaving, WWE and going over, and I remember he was in New Japan, and I remember the promo he said where, I mean, legit as a WWE lifer. I was nervous when I saw John Moxley walk away. He was like the camera's following him, and he's talking about a paradigm shift, and everything like that. Then he shows up on AEW television. You got Cody Rhodes there, guys like that. Now the landscape has changed. Things have changed. Um, or the original four pillars were Kenny. The original four pillars of AEW were Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, the VPs that are still the VPs. And then what's
Jericho.
and then Jericho, correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you guys say are the four pillars of AEW right now as we speak?
I would
Yeah.
say
Gotta say MJF. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think
MJF.
it's on all of our lists.
Um,
I
I
would
would
think Orange
say,
Cassidy.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
he's
would agree with
definitely
that.
he's definitely grown into that role now. Darby kind of took a step back. I don't think he's one of the pillars anymore. Um, I think same thing with the. If you still want to put the VPs up there, I mean, you can, like, at least from a tag team standpoint. I mean, if you want to put them up there, you can. Um,
Swerve.
and
Gotta
yeah,
be Swerve Strickland.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
Swerve Strickland
Swerve,
is a pillar. Yes, he is. Absolutely.
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
say Christian too.
Yeah.
You will put
yeah,
Christian on your
yeah.
list.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
if you
like.
want to take the VPs, I'll put Christian in. I'll definitely, yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
I
opposed to that.
I'm
Christian
not.
characters does more for AEW than whatever the VPs are doing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not mad about any of that at all. Here's my issue with putting Christian on there. Literally, when you talk about pillars, you almost want your pillars to be people like, so the pillars are something you build off of. So
Yeah,
like I
not for
said,
me.
like I said, Christian probably got 3 4 years tops. Swerve, you're gonna get some time with him. He's gonna be in AEW. MJF just signed a new deal with a new undisclosed contract with AEW. Orange Cassidy. I mean, he was known in the Indies before, but he really, I mean, especially with MLW, but he really got his like go in AEW. That's when people really started recognizing like, oh snap, like yeah, no, Christian is. I mean, I'm sorry, not Christian. They started really liking Fresh Squeeze Orange Cassidy. Um, I think for me, like I said, if I'm gonna make a fourth pillar, I believe that fourth pillar was supposed to be a woman. It was supposed to be Jade Cargill, but like I said, the more you saw her in AEW, the more you realize she's the prototypical WWE superstar. And I highly doubt Triple H will ever let her go. As long as he's in charge, you don't have to
In
worry
turn,
about her going anywhere. She gonna be a lifer, you
in
know.
terms of in terms of the women, I would say if there's one to pick from that group, like ones that started out, you gotta go either Britt Baker or Thunder Rosa in terms of like the two women that could be the pillars of like women AEW women's wrestling. I think of those two because those are to me those have been the two standards since the company even started. Um, I definitely think those two, either Britt Baker or Thunder Rosa.
I like both of those, but I would go Tony Storm. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
Tony Storm would
Are you,
ever.
oh, are you talking about okay? Are you talking about now? You talking about now?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I
Yes,
was
sir.
I was going I was going in terms of like the starting
Grit.
out, like what it was starting out. Yeah.
So yeah, for me, Tony Storm is who you build that women's division around, which is wild to say because I know she is very much underpaid compared to what Sasha Banks is making. But literally, we all pretty much assume eventually she's going to end up going back to WWE. Tony Storm, however, I don't know because she wasn't a star in WWE. She was a star and made her way in AEW. There are some people that are going to be loyal to AEW, I think, throughout their careers. I thought personally, if there was ever a chance for WWE to grab MJF, it would be now. And like, so for me, I'm like, I don't think MJF is going to ever leave AEW
No, that's a
after
wrap.
this, unless
Over
unless
with.
they do something really stupid and piss him off. He will be an AEW lifer, which isn't a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, I think him and I think Tony Storm are the only two that I see like not leaving AEW. I mean, obviously there's like Edge and is Christian in the Hall of Fame yet? I don't think so.
I
No.
don't think they're gonna get in until they completely walk away from the business, like as in like, not won't say completely walk away, but walk away from
And competition.
in ring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm. So
yeah,
Edge is already a Hall of Famer. He has nothing to leave AEW for to go back and do in WWE outside
right.
of taking, some type of role and something like that. So he'll be probably with AEW until he's done. As much as Chris Jericho wants all of us to believe that he does not care about going into the WWE Hall of Fame, he's not
He
fooling you.
cares.
Of
Come on
course
now.
he does.
Load of
He
So
too.
he
crap.
eventually will leave AEW
Yeah.
or he'll retire from in-ring wrestling and he'll go into the WWE Hall of
Yeah.
Fame then.
He's
So
gonna
about
have
6
one
more
more.
years of wrestling then.
He's gonna have one
You're
more
talking about
run
that
with.
learning tree is extremely great stuff, guys. He's gonna stay for another 10 years.
He's just going
God,
to
I
keep
hope not.
elevating Hook. That's the
Speaking
I
goal.
see one more. I see one more run. Now that Vince is gone, I see one more WWE run with Jericho. Maybe like it'd be part time, of course, but like I definitely see him having one more WWE run before he calls it quits.
Speaking of which, happy birthday, Chris Jericho. He turned 54 this last past week. So he is not a spring chicken to say the least. Um,
He's the learning
and
tree.
and he is literally the ROH world champion right now as we speak as well.
He may not
Um,
bring chicken, but he looks like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's not.
or a piece of beef jerky. Pause.
Man, why is this man the ROH World Champion? Like why? like,
No, no,
like
no. This is a positive AEW segment. Don't go there. Save that for the
I'm
negative
just
AEW segment.
all right.
Seriously though, guys, yes, AEW has its
Oh
faults, but
man.
I'm really like them getting Bobby MVP and Shelton is kind of what's starting to open my eyes up to Tony really being serious. And I think we all believe Kevin Owens has already signed his next deal, but if he hasn't, I mean, if I'm Tony, I'm offering him whatever I offered Ricochet to get his bald head, peanut head ass to come over to AEW. You know,
I love how you said moments ago, this is positive, but then you just take a shot
Right,
at
just take.
Ricochet.
I took a shot at
Hey,
Ricochet, not a shot at
hey,
AEW.
Fair, fair.
Kelly will be proud right now. Kelly will be proud.
But no, seriously, in all seriousness though, like I said, I just think that um they're building something really strong, and if Tony Khan is able to allow MVP, which I really think MVP has a mind for this business like no other. I think he's like close to the black version of Paul Heyman. Like I said, and I mean, and I really think he has a mind for this business. I think, like I said, when you allow him the opportunity to create, I think he can do some really good things, bro. So like I'm really excited. I hope that they don't just keep him in a manager role, but like Tony actually puts him in charge of some stuff. Like let him do wrestling stuff too. Don't just have him show up at TV and come out with the Hurt Syndicate, but like legit have him doing stuff. Like I said, because I mean, AEW's got a chance here, man. They got a chance here. They didn't lose terribly last week either. It wasn't like, 300,000 more people watched NXT than those that watch AEW. I mean, like I said, I mean it's great, and everybody wants to see Swerve, and people love Bobby Lashley. If Tony Khan is smart, book Bobby Lashley to the moon. Now, I'm not saying have him come out and Goldberg crush everybody, but like legit, like have him keep him strong. You could have Shelton Benjamin. You could put like a Leo Rush, or you could put somebody else in the Hurt Syndicate to take the bumps for Lashley and make Lashley like a Roman Reigns via 2022, where he was like untouchable. Like Jay and Jimmy was getting their ass whooped every week, but you could never get the one up on Roman. Never. So I mean, like I
Leave,
said,
leave Leo Rush's ass out of this trash.
Leo Rush is a good wrestler, bro. Like I said, and him and Lashley got history. But yeah, I'm actually starting to get excited for what AEW is building this time. And since all the people have left AEW that made me hate AEW in the first place, I'm actually starting to enjoy AEW for what it is. Like all the people that came to me, I was like, oh, AEW is so much better than WWE. They're gonna kill WWE. WWE won't be alive in 2 years. AEW will smash them and
What?
everything like
Who are the
that.
people that left that? Who are the people that left that
Yeah,
made
I'm
you
curious.
We're not going to say any names, folks. I'm just going to tell you guys
No,
that
no,
there were
no, no,
people,
no, no,
there were
no.
people in my life.
What we gonna do on this pod is keep it 100. We ain't
We
gonna
will
no.
always keep it 100.
Say the names. Say their
Name
names, and they'll appear. Say the
Actually, he
names,
won't
Mike.
appear because he's taking a break from the show. Anyways, I'm just saying there are people that I know,
I thought you was
like I
talking about
said,
wrestlers.
that
Oh,
were
we're
that were
okay. I
that
thought,
were.
yeah,
No, I
I'm
wasn't
with
talking
you.
about
See, I thought we were
wrestlers,
talking
guys.
wrestlers
Well, I
too.
mean,
I thought you was talking about actual
Chris
wrestlers.
Jericho. Chris Jericho is the only person I know that I heard verbally say that AEW is going to be beating Monday Night Raw here in the near future, and that was 4 years ago, and it still has never happened. So that's the only thing. That's the only person. But outside of that, like I said, keep your eye on AEW, guys. Like I said, let's not sell them short. They are still a viable company. Tony Khan is not afraid to spend the money to get the top talent. He don't know what to do with the top talent once he gets them. But like I said, I mean, if he hands that book over to somebody else, I mean, things could change drastically. Moving right along, though, guys, this last past week, Friday, we talked about it on the Freaky Fritos Friday SmackDown recap. We talked about the Bloodline versus OG Bloodline. At the Fritos, somebody shooting outside your house?
Yeah, I think it's a fire truck coming by. They've been going crazy lately. I don't know what's going on.
I'm dead because Claude, he looked. I was see he looked out the window like he lived on 53rd or something. Like
Yo,
he didn't even out my window.
I'll say what I was about to say. Hey, it's some black activity going on out there.
Big
Definitely.
facts, some big black activity going on out
Major
there.
black activity going on.
Elbow.
For
Funny
sure.
bone. Not
No, I
funny.
hit his funny bone.
So
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I did hit some damn fireworks last week around Halloween time. I was like, what is going on here in Springfield? Like, why? Why are we doing fireworks on Halloween?
makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
But go ahead.
So, the fifth member of each team for the War Games
Mm.
match, Roman Reigns came out and challenged Solo to a singles match for the Ula Fala. And then Solo told him, no, how about we do a War Games match at Survivor Series? And so there will be a War Games Bloodline versus Bloodline match. We saw this coming a mile away. As soon as Solo took over the Bloodline and made his own, we saw all this coming a mile away. We're finally getting there to the point where we can see the blood. I mean, literally, we're 3 weeks away from this War Games match. It will be an exciting match, hopefully. I'm hoping we actually see some blood in this match too this time. But we'll talk about expectations for the War Games match on a separate episode. Here, I want to ask you guys your opinion. Book the fifth member of each team for the War Games match. So we know who the four are for Solo. We know who the four are for Roman. Who would you have be the fifth members for each of their teams? Go ahead, Fritos.
God, this is difficult. I want to say The Rock for Solo, only because there's video footage when The Rock came out, and Solo, there's a fan recording and said, this is part of the plan. This is part of the plan. But I don't think they're going to pull the trigger because I don't know The Rock's, how he's dealing with the rest of his business, if he's filming a movie, if he's doing something with his tequila or energy drink company.
The XFL.
Or the XFL.
It's the UFL now.
Oh,
UFL. Sorry. The call is law.
When you come after the Battle Hawks, you'd better not miss.
Exactly.
The call is law.
Except for the San Antonio Brahmas, they didn't miss.
They missed that championship. I was there. They got smoked.
You didn't invite us.
That's true. See, you didn't invite us to that either.
Speaking of Survivor Series, you didn't invite us to that.
I didn't buy the tickets. Somebody else did.
Oh.
Okay.
Guys, listen.
Somebody else bought the tickets, sir.
One thing we have to realize with C, we're his friends, but he really don't fuck with us. Like he don't want to hang out with us. Like he don't.
Doesn't invite us.
Of all the wrestling events we have went to, stop it.
That somebody else initiated and you came, but like your events, you didn't invite me to your stuff.
I came. Oh.
That's what she said.
That you attended. You know what I mean. Come on, pause. No Diddy. You know what I mean.
Full Diddy.
Whoa.
Baby oil.
Yeah.
So
anyways, okay. So we said The Rock. We threw The Rock out there for Solo's team. Who else you guys got?
This is who I'm going to say for Solo's team. Since WWE is doing that new indie deal they have, that WWE ID, I believe Zilla Fatu's on there. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to be on Solo's team. Mm-hmm. Then when they're going to do Roman's fifth member, Paul Heyman's going to walk out, and they're going to introduce the other cousin. I can't remember. Lance
NOI.
Yep.
NOI, yeah.
And keep it old blood. Keep it in the bloodline like that.
Yeah.
And that way it gets more eyes on the WWE ID. So that way they already announced like some of the superstars or the indie guys there, but it gets more eyes on that product as well.
Right. Yeah. I think.
Oh, go ahead, Steve. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay. All right. So I agree with Fritos. Definitely introduce like the next generation of Samoans. I think that's where we're pretty much getting at here. We've had the past generations, with The Rock, Rikishi and all those guys, the Wild Samoans. And then we got the current era of Samoans, Usos, Solo, Roman. The other two guys, if you want to count them as Samoans, the new bloodline. But now, we're getting towards like introducing the new generation of Samoans, to take on. And so now this is the opportunity to do that by introducing them in this match. So might as well bring in this opportunity to bring in Lance and then bring in Zilla, who's the son of Umaga. And so, I think those, I would say those would be the two candidates to be on each team. But with WWE, you never know. You never know what to expect, really. As long as we get to see Paul Heyman back, that's all that matters to me. That having him back in the fold now that Roman is back is definitely gonna change a lot because the promo is gonna be crazy leading up to the match itself. I think they bring him back before the match. So hopefully within the next week or so we get to see him. That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I agree that those are probably going to be the two guys that are going to be joining in. What I think, though, is they're going to flip the roles. I think Zilla joins Romans and Lance joins Solo just to add that kind of drama to it. Because imagine how Jacob Fatu is going to feel when he sees Zilla Fatu going over to Roman's side. It's going to create that
Oh,
character
yeah.
conflict
Yeah.
in him. And then Roman seeing Lance go over to Solo, that's going to indulge his character more and make him kind of be like, am I pushing more people away? Because that's what we're seeing right now with Roman's character is he's trying to learn from his mistakes, but his old self is still taking over.
Quick question. Okay, so Zilla is Umarga's son. Who's Jacob's dad again?
Rikishi's brother.
Was it
Hold on. I'll tell you.
I knew Umaga was one of his brothers, and I forgot it was another. They had another brother. I forgot who it was.
Don't worry, folks. Virgil's typing hard.
Yeah, yeah, because they're still cousins, but I'm just trying. I just like when you said the conflict.
Sam Fatu.
Sam, okay, gotcha.
Samuel Larry Fatu. He's still alive. He's 59 years old.
Okay, I got you.
He is from the Noai family dynasty. So yeah,
Okay.
he is Jacob Fatu's dad.
Did he? I assume he wrestled too, right?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
So Jacob is his only boy child that is wrestling. He has. I'm sorry, no, and him. So Jacob and Marley, and then they have a sister, Miracle Fatu.
Man, they all over the place, ain't they?
Yes, they are. It's a lot of them.
Bro,
It's a lot of
them and the Guerreros, man. They got family everywhere, man.
Yeah. Literally.
I'm looking to see the next generation of Guerreros too, man, at some point. So hopefully they get on point.
Yeah, for sure. So, with that being said, guys, like I said, I am excited to see exactly what's going to happen. To be perfectly honest with y'all, when I was coming up with this, I racked my brain. I wanted to do the fantasy booking style and be like, Paul Heyman comes out and shocks everybody, and Brock Lesnar is the fifth member of what's the name, and and then Sami Zayn turns on the OG bloodline and actually help Solo and them in the cage and stuff like that. Like, but sometimes I feel like we can almost make booking harder than it has to be. Sometimes it's just good to keep things simple. And I like you guys' ideas of bringing in the next generation of bloodline members and being able to say like, hey, we're presenting to you the next generation. These are the next guys that are gonna be you're gonna be seeing for the next 10 to 15 years. So I like where you guys are heads at, and I like where you guys are going with it. Here's the next thought, though. It's time to go back into the hands of time with the throwback moment.
Virgil suggested, so that way I can keep it simple and sweet. All right, so throwback moment of the week. We got December to Dismember, December 3rd of 2006. It was back around the time the revival of ECW. And so in this match, pretty nice show, man. 2006, man. It was like just that the excitement of ECW being back and having the ECW championship be revived, and you got like a new influx of talent on the ECW brand. For this match, they had for the main event, you had the Extreme Elimination Chamber match. Sorry, y'all. And so in this match, you had Big Show, Bobby Lashley, RVD, Hardcore Holly, CM Punk, Test, rest in peace. I believe Lashley was a surprise entrant. Paul Heyman was managing Big Show at this time. So great match. Of course, Extreme Rules. So it's like it brings everything in addition to the horror that is the Elimination Chamber match itself. Bobby Lashley wins by pinning Big Show after a spear, becomes the new ECW champion, and Bobby will go on to have a crazy run with that title. I think he held on to that title all the way up until he lost it to Vince, which is so random. and then Vince went on to hold a. He ended up becoming Do-Rag Vince after that. So yeah, that's my throwback moment of the week. December to Dismember, December 3rd of 2006, ECW. That is my throwback moment of the week.
Thank you appreciate you, C. Thank you so much for your throwback moment. That December to Dismember pay-per-view has literally been tagged by Paul Heyman as the moment he knew this new ECW was not going to work.
Wait,
uh,
really? Really?
yes, he did. He like I said, he's done a couple shoot interviews on that. The pay-per-view
I didn't
was
know that.
totally discombobulated, and Vince McMahon kept rewriting, kept making them rewrite the show. He hated the show from the jump. Now, the
Oh, so
extreme,
Heyman didn't have full control. He didn't have full like. Well, okay.
bro, anything with the scratch logo that says WWE, Vince
All
McMahon is
Vince.
still
All
in
Vince.
charge of. It don't matter.
Yeah.
You could say an ECW all you want to. It was still
Yeah.
from like I said, from 1984 until 2023. Anything that you saw with a WWE logo, Vince McMahon made the final decision on. So, like I said, it was a good pay per view in the sense of that Extreme Elimination Chamber match itself was a great idea in theory. However, the execution in the match, because like it was like the Elimination Chamber, but they had like hardcore items strawn all around the ring and stuff like that, and like I think
Mhm.
hanging even from the top of the old school elimination chamber. So like it was weird. It was weird, but it was something different. They tried it, like I said. So definitely go back and watch that. Thanks to Big C for that moment of the week. Now I want to talk to you guys. We got word this past Friday. There was a lot newsworthy on this past Friday's SmackDown. We got word that they're going to have the inaugural Midcard Women's Championship, which is the Women's United States Championship. And man, did social media blow up after that. The title looks exactly like the men's title, except for the strap is white. But all of the women were clamoring for it. All the women that you could think could be mid card: Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Meechin, Naomi. All of them were talking about that United States Women's Championship. So I want to know from you guys, who do you guys think, or who would you guys book to be your inaugural United States champion? And I can promise you one thing: if it happens on SmackDown, it's gonna happen on Raw. So who would you book to be your inaugural United States Women's Champion, and who would you book to be your inaugural Intercontinental Women's Champion?
Thank God Vince isn't here because I already know it would be Charlotte Flair. She'd come back surprisingly out of nowhere and just win it all. For the United States, I think I'm gonna go Naomi. I think she deserves it. I feel like, and it gives some shine to the mid card section. Other than that, I have a sneaky feeling they might pull a thing and give it to Bailey too on the side.
No.
I could just see it for some reason. They could just pull a Bailey, but I want Naomi on the SmackDown. Now, on the Raw side, if they do I'm assuming it's going to be an Intercontinental Championship, or if they change it and do like
if you could say it,
Yeah,
yeah, instead of cutting them.
or if they change it up and mix it up and call it the Netflix streaming service champion or something like that. Whatever the Raw champion's going to be. I'm thinking of Vega. If you're not going to throw a title on her, she deserves it. She's putting a lot of work lately in, and everything she's done in the ring promo-wise, I think she deserves it.
Man, y'all got to get off this damn Zelina Vega train, man. I'm sick of this shit. Like what are we doing here, man? What are we
Who
doing?
else on the Raw side would you put in there?
What? Like, come on, man. Like, anybody but her. like she had a moment, man. She can't. No, bro. No. Like no. Mm-mm. Yeah, if you're gonna give it to somebody, well, if she's healthy around this time, I'll say give it to her. But I don't know when she's ever gonna be back. I was gonna say Oscar, but who knows? Like I don't know.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
That's a
Yeah,
good choice,
I don't know. I don't know what her health status is right now. So, but outside of
Charlotte
her,
Flair and Raw out of nowhere, and she's gonna win it.
but WWE, like they're gonna have, like with these matches, they're more likely gonna have like women from both brands competing like a battle royal or something like that to determine the champion. So like or they might even call people up from NXT. So we can't rule that out either.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So for me personally, I'm gonna go with somebody from NXT, and clearly, Mrs. Jada Parker.
Miss Parker,
clearly.
Miss Parker.
Miss Parker. That'll be my choice for United States, women's United States champion. For the intercontinental or whatever they decide to call it, Netflix, I don't care. I would not be opposed to them calling up. I'd say Roxy, man. I think it's time for Roxy to get called up, man. She been champion for a hot minute, NXT champion. I'll say if she does drop the title at some point, call her up to the main roster. I could see her being the next, women's intercontinental champion, or just the Midcard champion for Monday Night Raw. So I'll say somebody from NXT gets called up for both brands to be the new champions.
I respect that you were going with the NXT. I do. I think that is a good call, but I'm going to stay on the main roster for right now.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the Raw mid card, and I'm going to agree with Fritos, Selena Vega for that one. And I know that's going to piss you off, C, but I don't care.
Oh, come on, Coach. I am disappointed in you, man. How could you? How could you?
See, I knew this was how you're going to react, and so that's why I just wanted to say, you are not going to bring me down on this. You are not going to bring me down on this.
I got another mystery one. A certain champion right now on Wednesday nights, Candice LeRae, the Speed Champion. I said it.
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling it on that one.
I only said that just for that.
Yeah. Doesn't have the same flavor right now for some reason.
Yeah. I just wanted to make him more mad. Sorry.
See, me and C were having a civil discussion.
Actually,
and then you had to bring up that.
I like Candice LeRae, so I wouldn't be opposed to her having it, or having the opportunity to win it. If she did win it, it would be a shock to everyone. But I still hate the Speed title, but I would not be opposed to Candice LeRae winning either of the mid-card titles.
Well,
okay, guys, stop interrupting Coach. Go ahead, Coach.
Hey, everyone deserves to have their thoughts heard. Okay, if they need to interrupt me, it's okay, man. This is a safe space. Everyone's opinions are valid here.
He's a Blues fan. He's used to people interrupting the proceedings.
Okay, well, fuck you.
That is the first F-bomb. Wait a minute, pause. That is the first F-bomb from Coach, I think, in the whole history of this show. And we're on episode 45 now.
Let's go.
Don't make me bring heel coach. Heel coach who can come back in a heartbeat, boys. Don't make me. Don't make me. All right.
My sponsor right there. Let's go, baby.
As for the U.S. Women's Championship, I'm going to go with Mishin. I think just the matches that she has done and the hard work, I really feel like they're going to give it to either her or Chelsea Green as the inaugural champions, just because of what they've both done in the, I guess, mid-card division for the women, holding it down. That dumpster match that they both did was spectacular. And Mishin doing all the hardcore matches and doing them safely. She's getting praised backstage. Same with Chelsea Green taking bumps. I just think Mishin's going to be the one that is going to take the title first, and she deserves it.
All right. So now it's time for my choices. Coach kind of stole one of mine. I would say Chelsea Green on SmackDown.
Yeah,
If
right.
you
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green. Well, you can't say that anymore. She don't work there anymore.
I know.
And then so it'll either be Chelsea Green or it'll be Naomi on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Raw, it's either gonna be two people. It's either gonna be Shayna Baszler or it's gonna be why is he hating? It's either gonna be Shayna Baszler or it's gonna be the boat, not Natalia.
He left on that.
And seriously, y'all, if you're wondering, yes, he left completely. Like he's not even in the screen. I can't even go at him back. Like, he's gone, like out, like left.
Oh my god.
Dang.
That's gold. Did we break him?
Hey, I'm telling Pastor John on you, man. You need help. You need prayer. You need prayer, man.
Oh, man.
She's a great wrestler. What's the problem?
I don't care if she's a great wrestler, man. Ain't nobody trying to see that.
You ain't even wait for my second one. I thought the second one was gonna make you even more mad.
What's the second one?
Natalia?
He just laughed at that one.
She's the boat, man. Come on. Seriously, think. Seriously, guys, think about it. Natalia is literally the prototypical mid-card wrestler. Like, she's perfect for that title. She'll give you a great match. You can make her heel or face. Like, she's great.
Yeah.
She's perfect. I mean, it's better saying Natalia than it is saying Dana Brooke.
Yeah. That ain't saying much. But yeah.
Speaking of ain't saying much, it's time to move right along, guys. It's time for our next segment. It's where Coachman is going to enlighten us on who to watch for in wrestling. Sorry, Coachman. I was trying to have this done by the time I moved over.
You're good. You're good. I'm still recovering from Big Daddy C's antics there. Those were great. All right. So this week for who to watch for, I got one from WWE and I got one from AEW. So the first one for WWE, I had mentioned her earlier for the women's mid-card in the United States Championship title picture. I'm going with Mishin. She has been very active on social media about this, and I also have seen the rumors backstage that she is going to be getting a push very soon, and I do believe it's going to be starting this Friday on SmackDown, and that push is going to be for that Women's United States Championship. Now, over in AEW in the men's division, we saw an interesting match Wednesday night on Dynamite between Adam Cole and Malachi Black. Malachi Black basically, I shouldn't say left, but kind of gave that send-off of that he's leaving AEW. Now, with that, he is scheduled to be on Dynamite this week. So I am very curious to see how that is going to go, if he is still going to be with the company, or are they going to write him off, or are they going to transition his role? I don't know. That there's a huge question mark around him right now, and I'm hoping that they're going to answer these questions on Wednesday night on Dynamite with him, because when he lost to Adam Cole, he basically just went up to Colt and hugged him and told him good job, but almost like he was like everyone has been saying that he's leaving AEW, even though he confirmed that he's not, but he also didn't deny that he's done wrestling. So it's very interesting how this is going to happen. I'm curious to see what happens Wednesday night for Malachi Black, and that is who to watch for this week in wrestling.
Professional wrestlers can't be trusted when it comes to this type of news. They'll say, "Oh yeah, I'm not leaving," but come on now, come on. Let's be real. Let's be real. You're leaving. You're leaving.
All right. So speaking of which, that works in perfectly to the last topic. Let's have some fun with this. I need each of you to tell me one wrestler WWE should release and one wrestler WWE should sign.
Can we just have C do this one, because I know his are going to be great, and I just want to hear it.
No, y'all go first.
He's got a hit list. He doesn't have one.
I want him to. He's got a whole Chris Jericho list, pretty much, that he's got of people he wants.
I can make a list if you want me.
No. One each, please. we don't got all day. Now, I'm going to say one wrestler WWE should release is down in NXT. He has been a part of the WWE roster since like 2018. He was formerly known as Reggie. He is now called Scripps. Please get that man the heck out of WWE. I don't care that he was a gymnast. I don't care that he's an acrobat. I don't care that he can do all these cool flippy stuff. He's terrible. He's horrible. And there's nothing there for him. Get him out.
Time out. He's still with WWE?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's down in NXT.
Hey, he remind me of dude with the dress from Out of the Box, yo. And it's time to say goodbye.
All right. And for my choice of who WWE should sign, he's had a hell of a career in TNA. But damn it, I know he can do even more in WWE. And I know he could at least be an IC champion. He could at least be a United States champion at the least. That's right. My man Moose. Bring him on over to WWE.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Moose.
What a heel turn.
Moose.
What a heel turn.
Moose.
I thought you was going Joe Hendry, man. Come on, man.
No. Joe Hendry will make it to WWE, I'm sure. But for some reason, WWE will not take a shot on Moose. And I don't know why. He has wanted to be a part of WWE for so long. And he's a good wrestler. He ain't a good promo, but he's a good wrestler. You put him, if you give him somebody to talk for him and just let him go in there and just dominate, Moose is awesome. He is your current X Division champion. Come on, man.
He won? He won the title?
Yeah, he won the title. Moose has held literally every.
You don't need no goddamn X Division championship. What the hell are we doing? TNA, see, that's what I was gonna give y'all a chance. Y'all just made the list, man. God damn it.
Moose.
Hey, I'm with you on this one.
The hell?
Don't put me on the list yet.
I remember the old days of TNA when like non-big people outside of Samoa Joe was actually like winning the X Division championship. Like now they just giving it to anybody, man. This shit is trash.
Fix the camera so that you're all the way on the screen.
Oh,
okay, there you
go. Yeah, this shit is just trash, man. Go ahead.
No, listen, hear me out. Moose is a commodity, bro. You could bring him in and you could have him be a great heel. Think about this. What if LA Knight
commodity for the longest yard, yeah.
Well, think about this. What if they bought Moose in to fight LA Knight for the United States Championship? You wouldn't tell me you wouldn't be invested in that?
I'll boycott the fuck out of WWE. Second of Bob.
Come on, man. Moose. Come on, do it, Moose. Moose.
This will be one train I'm not getting on. No, y'all got to get on the Joe Hendry train, but nope. It's Moose is nope. It's no go. No sir.
All right, Fritos. Go ahead.
Black ass in
I'm done.
TNA.
I'm done torturing C.
Nope.
The one release is Omos. As much as I like him as a person, they don't have plans for him. I know Undertaker, I don't know if it was on social media or his podcast. I saw something on X saying how they should book him to be like a bodyguard for Dom, which kind of made sense in a way, but they haven't done anything with him. So I say just release him and let him do his own thing. I think he would thrive in AEW right now, especially with the Hurt Syndicate. I think from a business standpoint, that'd be the best release. Signing. We already know there's rumors going around with Rusev, Buddy Murphy, and Malachi Black are on the list to come back immediately. The one guy I really want back is Samoa Joe. Even though I don't know how long his contract is, I think he would thrive right now with Triple H right there. I love his whole heel gimmick he had there with Jeff Hardy and all that, with his feud with Brock Lesnar and Roman. But I think right now he would thrive extremely well with Triple H.
Not bad choices. Not as great as my choices, but not bad choices. All right, Coachman.
Ah, man, this was a tough one. I'm kind of writing out some notes right now, just thinking of some possibilities. So I think I'm pretty much set on who I would release, and I know this one's gonna make you happy. Sonya Deville. What does she bring to the table?
No, I ain't got no issues with Sonya Deville. To be honest with you.
Just the other part of the team.
Yeah, just the other stud line, other members of the stud line.
Gotcha. I just wanted him to say that. But in all seriousness, I've never been a fan of her, and I don't like her. I'll be honest. I just don't like her, and doesn't bring much to the table for me. Wrestling wise, promo work wise, just there. As for signees, I mean, this one's pretty much a guarantee, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to say his name, Joe Hendry.
Say his name, man. He appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
So offbeat. I love it.
So yeah, those are my two.
All right, C, go ahead.
Okay, release Nia Jax for obvious reasons. Sign Will Ospreay for obvious reasons. That man is the truth. One of the top 5 wrestlers in the world right now. So yeah, that's it.
Fair enough. And now it is time, guys, for our final segment of the week. And it's always, we're saving the best for last. Guys, guess what time it is? It's time for Frito's Fave 5.
No, Frito's favorite.
Oh, my bad. Frito's favorite 5, sponsored by nobody.
Virgil, you know what to do. Hit my music! Oh. Had to pop this in and got a doozy of a list for you. I've got 2 honorable mentions. I've got DIY. Match was alright, but it's interesting. You see, Ciampa is getting a little frustrated. There's tensions between the two. I believe they're going to be breaking up soon, and we're going to have a very good feud between Johnny Wrestling, and Ciampa. Then I have Jada Parker. There you go, Steve. You know you're getting excited. Her hardcore match this past Wednesday was the essence of W, and everything about it I love. At number 5, I've got Bronson Reed interfering in the Fatal 4-Way match for the World Heavyweight Contender. Yeah, he's still continuing his feud with Seth Rollins, and I love it. This feud is gold. But with his interference in that, it kind of shows he'd be a contender for the World Heavyweight. Keep an eye on him. At number 4, I've got the Wyatt 6. that video package of them stealing or kidnapping the Miz and saying we're coming after you. Nothing involved in Karen Cross. I love. It shows that they have back history with the whole B team stuff, and it's gonna be great. Number 3, I've got Christian Cage. That promo he did this past Wednesday was gold. What can I say? Everything he's done in AEW, this patriarchy gimmick, I love. Please adopt me. I don't have a father to use that. Number 2, I've got Kevin Owens taking out the Viper, Randy Orton. He's filmed the storyline with Randy. I like it. And it's going to be intriguing what he does with Cody Rhodes coming up. Then number 1, I've got Sami Zayn. Coming close to breaking character for the Roman, Jimmy, and Jay. I love everything about this storyline. Bloodline Matters is the best storyline in wrestling. And it's going to be interesting to see the Civil War going on. And this has been a Fritos Fave 5. Yeah.
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 Okay.
All right, Lil John. Tell me, Coach, what would you rate Fritos Fave 5?
You had some good ones, Fritos, but
You never liked that butt Fritos.
You were missing the mark on some of them. I agree with having KO on the list as well as Bronson Reed. To me, I think KO should be number 1 because of what the storyline's doing and doing the illegal move that has been banned in WWE on Randy Orton. I mean, that's 100% heel work.
Has it been banned or illegal? Because we had this discussion Friday night. We couldn't figure out fully if the pile driver was officially.
It's not complete because there's too many variations of it, so it's not completely banned. They say it's banned, but it's not.
Okay, yeah. See, but I went and did some research. The sit down power bomb. I'm sorry. The sit down pile driver is illegal.
And that's the one that KO did.
Yes.
Illegal in WWE.
Yes.
So to me, that should be number 1. Also,
see, don't look at me like that.
Also, I think Ciampa should have been number 5. No honorable mention there. Same with Jada Parker. I think Jada Parker should have been number 2 on the list because that match was awesome.
Thank you, Coach.
She hit Lola Vice with a freaking brick. It was amazing.
It was like Friday. It was like the movie. It was like the movie Friday, man.
Wait a minute.
Yes,
why you say it like
yes,
that?
sir.
She hit Lola Vice with a brick. It was amazing.
Because first off, that in the during the match, like there's no brick in sight. All of a sudden, the brick just appears in the middle of the ring, and you're like, "Where the hell did the brick come from?" And
she said the brick's name, and it appeared.
Yeah. So then she picks it up, and then she just smashes it. I know it probably didn't hit her fully on the head, but just the fact that the brick smashed on the head, that's good enough for me because we don't see that often. That should have been number 2. And you got to put Bubba Ray Dudley on the list because he was taking bumps in that match with Trick Williams against Ridge Holland and Ethan Page. I mean, it wasn't like they were trying to protect him. He was the one taking all the bumps.
Though that double choke slam on the table just was like, no, I need it. I need the move.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that him and Devon didn't do the 3D through the table. I was disappointed in that.
Agreed. That's why I would have had him at number 5 or number 4. But I give you a C. I give you a C.
So, dag. He literally just ran down your whole list, Fritos. All right, Big Daddy C. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a C-, man, because you ain't put Jada on there like at all. Like I don't mention the hell is that. Like no, C-.
No, I'm still
ultimately.
mad that you didn't mention about that lobster mac and cheese. You have to still say what I
Bro, I forgot all about that damn lot. I'm like, I didn't even realize you would even like something like that. So I wouldn't. How was I supposed to know?
I like food. Who does not like food?
Yeah,
Bruh,
everybody
that's
like
funny.
food. My big ass like food, of course.
Fritos, I'll be the nice one here, and I'll give you a B minus. I thought you did good, and your presentation was good. Sorry for these other two jerks, but if the Packers win next week, you ain't even got to ask me, bro. I'm gonna fail you. It don't even matter. You might as well not even do the Fritos Fave 5 next week, because if the Packers win, I'm giving you an F, bro. I'm gonna
If
tell
the
you off
Packers
rip.
win, I'm not even gonna be on the pod that week. I'm just, I'm not even. Just don't expect. Don't expect me to be there.
What if they
I'm
fire
trying
their
to.
coach Monday? Will you still be there if we beat you?
I'm hoping the coach gets. I'm hoping the coach gets fired tomorrow or tonight. I'm like, I am hoping to wake up to a notification from Adam Schefter saying that this man has been fired. Like that, not just him, the entire coaching staff. That's what I'm hoping. So we'll see.
Eberflus said in his presser that he's going to look at the offensive side, top to bottom, or whatnot, and that there may be some changes
Bull
on
crap.
play calling and stuff
He
like
can
that.
he can take his looks and shove it straight up his ass. I don't care what he has to say. He is a fucking terrible coach from a grand scheme of things. Defensively, he nice. Defensively, he's nice. But when it comes to offense and holding the players accountable, he is trash. Okay? Play the goddamn sad music if you got it. Like ooh man, this motherfucker, man. Bro, I'm sick of this, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, how do we regress like that drastically, man? We have a bye week and all of a sudden these fools forget how to call offense. Like, come on, bro. And then we roll up into the nation's capital. Well, not technically the nation's capital because I think they're in. I don't
They're in
think they're
Maryland.
actually. Yeah, they're in Maryland. So like, still DMV. But like, and then we lose on a Hail Mary because we got players celebrating and talking shit with the fans, and then we got dudes don't know how to tip the goddamn ball down, and then the following week we wet the bed against the Cardinals, who ain't doing shit this season, and then we follow it up this week, 2-7 Patriots, no Tom Brady, no Bill Belichick, no Julian Edelman, nobody from the glory days of the Patriots, past or like the second iteration of the glory days Patriots. Nobody on that team.